Hey, it's me, AP, aka Mr. Movie Cheer, and welcome back to another episode. And on this episode, I will be discussing my Cineworld movie room posters so far. So, let's get into it. So, my Cineworld movie posters so far, I've done a video on, I believe, one of these previously about last year, and I've only got a couple, so I thought, let's do a bit of a video on them, discuss them, and kind of discuss the sort of like the where I've got them in the room and kind of plans with the movie posters. So I will say I've got three movie posters overall. So I'm going to start off first of all with these are A3 size posters. These are all free. You can get them free from Cineworld here in the UK. Which I think is great. It's really cool. If you're a fan of movies, the fact you can get free artwork is phenomenal. So I'm going to start off with the first one I've got, and this was the very first one I ended up picking up, which was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I am a huge Planet of the Apes fan. I love the original movies, especially the original one. I even like the Mark Wahlberg one. I think that's actually quite good. But I've really enjoyed the new trilogy they did and this new movie, which is obviously leading to a new trilogy as well. I just think it's a fantastic franchise, like the TV show as well. Everything about Planet of the Apes, I'm all in on. It's just one of them series it just automatically I click with it. I think it's cool, like science fiction. But this is a cool poster. I love the colours they're using this, the oranges. I've got it here above my TV to the right of me here. It's kind of I feel like it's a temporary spot at the moment, but it works. And got it nice and framed. I love this. I picked this up first time last year when I went to the cinema with a friend and picked this up, and yeah, awesome poster. The second one I picked up was the Thunderbolts poster, and I believe it would have been this year, 2025. And picked it up. I didn't see the movie at the cinema, so I picked up the poster. I thought, you know what, I saw it. It was coming out a movie at my local Cineworld, and saw these Thunderbolts posters. I like my Marvel movies, so I thought, you know what, it's a free poster as well. Let's pick it up. And again, I love the colours used here: the yellows, the blacks, the sort of like the looks of the characters, the artwork style. I think it really works. It looks awesome again. Another very free poster. I've actually watched this film recently, and so I had it up in the room for quite some time, not knowing whether I'd like the movie, and I've kind of felt like, should I have this up in the room, even though I've not seen it? Given how some of the last few Marvel movies have not been amazing. Let's all be honest. Some of them have been a bit, like, but you know what? I watched it recently this past week, and I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. I thought it was a superb movie. Really one of the best ones in recent times for Marvel movies. So I'm kind of glad of that, because it justifies having the poster now. So and then another one I really enjoy. I thought it's like right near the door when you come in. So it's nice when you've got the door closed. It looks really cool. The spot it's in. I actually think it's the best placed one so far. And then finally, it is the most recent one. I kind of wanted to add a bit of a kind of like the journey of getting this poster. So it's the poster for the newly released Marvel movie, Fantastic Four: First Steps. I will say up front, I have not seen this movie as of yet. That leads to my little story. It's so I am intending to watch it over the next week. I was hoping to watch it last week. I just didn't get around to it. But hopefully this week I'll maybe get around to seeing this at the cinema. You know what? I thought it sounds bad, this, but like I went in the cinema, and I don't know if your local cinema is the same. It is, and like I said, I've got the intention of going and seeing it at the cinema, so I don't feel as bad. so I went to my local Cineworld, and I went there. I was just going to my local one of my local town centres, and walked past the cinema. They got this big multiplex. Went in there, go up the escalators, go into the cinema, and they normally have them on this table. So they have them on this table before you you go into the cinema main bit. You've got all the bits where you buy your tickets, your food, and then there's these little steps up on either side where you then obviously give your ticket in to go and watch a movie. So I go in there, and I kind of pretended I was like going to watch a film. So I kind of went up to there was a guy on the thing. It's not, sometimes they don't want any on there. And let me just say this right out. I didn't go into any areas I shouldn't have went into. This was at the tables before you go into your ticket thing. But I think it's just I felt like kind of a bit cheeky, I suppose, just like a bit like a bit hard faced going up and just like just going out and just grabbing a poster. So I felt like I needed to justify it and I needed to have like a story. So so I go up and I'm like, okay, sir, can you tell me this young lad said, have you got a Fantastic Four on soon? When's the next show? And he's like, oh, it's showing in 10 minutes. And I thought I was going to say, oh, you want to buy a ticket? And I'm like, oh, I was like, have you got something maybe later on? Because I've got to do some other things and stuff. And he's like, yeah, there's one later on at this time. And I'm like, okay, oh, that's great. I think I'll probably come back. And then I said, thank you very much. And then, and then I was like, at this point, I'm really kind of nervous because I'm like, is he going to say no if I ask him? And I thought I didn't want to just kind of grab a poster, and again, I feel like really rude doing that. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm stumbling over the words at this point anyway. I don't know why. I'm a grown man, and I'm like, do you mind if I grab one of those posters? And I don't think he could care less. He was like, yeah, just grab them. And I grabbed one, and well, actually I grabbed two to be fair, because I always like to have a backup. And there was a massive stack there, so grabbed it, and you know, such relief because I thought this poster looks amazing. It looks so cool. So obviously I'm gonna put some B-roll in here as well. You can see, you know, the visuals of it. It's, you know, this 1960s science fiction style of this poster. I love it. I think it looks great. It's actually got a really nice thickness to it compared to the other ones. A bit more of a thicker card quality, so it's really good quality, a good quality poster. So I then, you know, I've got these two posters gripped to my chest, kind of. I'm so excited I've got these posters. I'm very much, I appreciate the little things in life, if I'm being honest. If you know the channel, you know I'm not a big, you know, I'm not one of these guys spending loads of big money. I'm quite a, you know, budget friendly guy. So if I get something for free like that, it really makes my day, if I'm being honest. Got the poster, I'm going down the escalators. You would think then, so my car's about 5 minutes away. I'm conscious whether it's going to rain. I'm thinking it was super windy that day. I've got these gripped to my chest, and you would swear I was carrying the Holy Grail. So I'm kind of walking along with the poster, trying to get to the car. I'm really speeding up. I'm sweating. I can feel like the sweat dripping off me, and I'm like, I don't want to get sweat on the posters, and I also don't want to like get damaged with the wind. I don't want it to rain. And I get to the car, and I throw in the car, and honestly, like the sweat, I swear, I'm so happy I didn't actually like smear the artwork on the posters, because I get in the car, put them down, unreal relief, just like, you know, it's like when you just got all the weight in the world, and you're just like, it's so ridiculous because it was over these posters. You know, if worst comes to worst, I could just run back and got some more. But honestly, I got to the car then, and literally I took my cap off, and I had to. I'd never done this, but I had to get a tissue out and wipe off like the sweat. And I don't even think it was like a super warm day. I think it was just because I was like really like nervous and excited as well. Maybe it was a bit warmer, but yeah, sweat was dripping off me. But you know what? I got the posters in the car, got them home, and yeah, I'm really pleased. And I you know, I've put them in a frame now, and you know, really cheap frame from B&M's, £5.50. Which is, these frames are great quality. Got this nice little black frame. I've not got it up on the wall as of yet, but I'm still planning to, you know, if you're watching the video of this, the spot behind me, I think it'd be a nice spot for now. Long term, I'm thinking about getting some large bookcases there, but I think for now it will do there. But yeah, I am really, really happy with this. I just think it's a superb poster. It's definitely, out of the three so far, by far my favourite one, and it makes me more excited to see this movie. I love the visuals of it. It's just really got a classic style to it. Really different, really artsy. A lot of effort has went into this poster. Absolutely, I think it is amazing. So, what is the plan with posters in the movie room moving forward? How many more will I get? I kind of think, for me now, 4 is going to be the max. So, I've got 3 in here so far. Well, obviously, once I hang out the one up, I think 4 would be plenty, given the space. Maybe, further down the line, maybe I'll change my mind. But I think what I would like is to have the Planet of the Apes one and the Fantastic Four one behind on this wall somewhere behind me, and then the other one, I like the Thunderbolts one where it is. But I think 4 would be nice, and I'd probably get another one over the other side where I have my guitar. Yeah, I think they're great. I think these are A3 posters as well. I think they're big enough. I think you can get larger ones. I've contemplated getting larger posters. I think they're just a nice size, to be honest with you. I think they really look nice art pieces in the room. I really like them. I think they look really good. I think what the good thing is if they have 4 then, and I'm sure probably further down the line I'll get more from Cineworld, or if I buy any additional ones, I can just swap and change them, which is great. You can just put them, you can stack a few with these frames, a few behind, and then you can swap and change when you want a bit of change in the movie room. So that is probably the plan moving forward with the posters in the movie room. Now, I was thinking about this before, but would I buy any sort of reprints or sort of like reprints, or would I buy these online? Well, first of all, what I will say, I think I've got the bug down for these Cineworld ones and kind of like picking up these kind of like these official posters from the cinemas. So I think at the moment I'm really happy just collecting the Cineworld ones. I think they really look great, and I kind of get excited now when I hear for instance, they got like the new Ninja Turtles is doing the 35th anniversary this year in August, the end of August. I'm like, is there going to be a poster for this movie? And hopefully we do get a poster, because I would absolutely love something like that. But even like in 2 years' time, we got the 50th anniversary in 2027 of A New Hope, Star Wars. And I'm like, there's going to be posters then. Surely there's going to be posters. And I'm like, yes, I got it. I'm kind of like a bit gutted I didn't get the Superman one, so I'm pretty sure they had some there for them. But I've even thought about, I wouldn't be put off by buying reprints online as well. And I'm kind of not snobbish enough to be like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have a reprint. I think that if it's a decent quality paper, it wouldn't put me off. And I think even I probably would buy some, because I've seen, even like, it's mad, the Fantastic Four one I've seen on eBay already, it's like £8 to £10. So people either work there, or people are just going in and grabbing a massive stack and selling them. Fair play to you if that's what you want to do. I think it's, there's obviously people want these posters, and me personally as well, I kind of understand that, because they are really good posters, some of these. So I understand that, and I think maybe a few like classic movie ones as well. Like I think it'd be cool for around horror, like Halloween, to have like Lost Boys and all different Halloween movies. Dawn of the Dead. Stuff like that in here around Halloween, so I could mix it up. I think that's what I'd actually like to do. That'd be a really good idea, actually. To do that, I could change it up, and it's like kind of like decorating it through even like Christmas. I'd get some Christmas posters, and I could kind of have them in each and that's like a light bulb moment during the video, which I didn't plan at all. But I'm like, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. That I'm gonna have to get onto that. But yeah, definitely would definitely buy additional ones and reprints for sure. So I just want to do a final roundup of this topic. Like I said, movie posters, I think they look great. I think they are brilliant decorations to the room, for your movie room. For me, for years I just had blank walls in here, and I kind of like didn't like having too much artwork. I think I have just changed over time. I've always said that, you're entitled to change. Your tastes will change over the years, and mine certainly have, especially with artwork and stuff like that. And especially in the movie room, I like to have bits of artwork now and then, really appreciate it as a movie room, a kind of a hobbies room. So I really enjoy having these bits of artwork. So I would highly encourage you as well, if if you're into your posters, get to your local Cineworld and try and grab one of these posters. If there's still some going, they are great. They're great posters, great artwork. And whenever you're there, I'd even just inquire then, whenever you're in your local Cineworld. Or, I mean, I don't know what other cinemas do as well. I'm sure there's like Odeons and Real Cinemas maybe do something similar. I'd just ask sometimes. Just ask if they got any posters, have you got any merchandise, any sort of film stuff you've thrown away, you've got going. What's the worst they can do? What's the worst that could have happened that day? I could have got arrested for stealing posters. It didn't happen. But honestly, if worst comes to that, they're just going to say no, aren't they? So I think at the end of the day, try it because you can get some really cool stuff for your movie room. Well worth it. So let me know your thoughts on this episode, folks. Movie posters in your movie room, do you collect them? Do you collect these Cineworld ones? Have you picked up any of the same ones as myself? Maybe there's been some releases between these movies that I've not picked up. Which ones would you recommend, some movie posters? Which ones would you like to have in your room? What are some of my dream movie posters you'd like to personally have in your collection? Do you collect these? Let me know all of your thoughts on this topic. Thank you very much for watching this episode today, ladies and gents. Remember to spread a bit of movie cheer, and as always, I will see you next time.